It's Madden NFL 22 on EA.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. And for the first time, we get our look here at the Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts, the second-year quarterback out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his 2nd season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, Herbert. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves you out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were strong. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game. And
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Dancing away at the 35. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's get it!
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Hurts. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2nd down and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but felt incomplete.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go. Here we go.
They'll try the left side. It's Scott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Give Uchenna Nwosu the credit for the stuff.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Keep it up, guys. 44, Mike, go!
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get this underneath to Scott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Herbert on first down now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Able to slither by. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you get a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here is Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
A pair of first downs gives them a first and 10 up at the 44. Herbert. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think the teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. Remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The handoff, it's Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Eagles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
44, Mike, 44.
Now Scott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaim center stage.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here's Herbert. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. A solid stiff arm. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We begin with a rematch of the very first Super Bowl ever played. Green Bay, the winners in that one, taking on Kansas City. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Matt Ryan leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Daniel Jones, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, here's Eckler. Oh, what a move. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
You ain't gonna burn me.
Now Eckler stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going on the ground with Eckler. He stiff arms him. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
You got it. You got it.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Eagles have recovered. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Scott. Gets past one man. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Chargers offense back onto the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On 1st down, it's Herbert.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run the counter. Scott, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go again with Scott. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 8 yards to go on second down. Herbert now. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Herbert. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Hurts. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here's Hurts to throw. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. A handoff. It's Eckler. Oh, look at the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here is Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Herbert, and Allen's got it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back to throw again. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's Ward, complete right side. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Chargers, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the turnaround.